PS5 Pro Reveal, man. PS5 Pro Reveal. I don't know if PlayStation cooked on this one. Talk to me nice, PlayStation.
Hi, I'm Mark Cerny. I'm excited to be here to talk about the newest addition to our console lineup, PlayStation 5 Pro, and how it advances gaming technology. But first, I want to take just a minute to look at what we put in the original PlayStation 5 and how it delivers an exceptional gaming experience.
Talk to me about it, bruh. Talk to me about it. I'm here.
When PS5 debuted in 2020, it brought a lot to the table. 8 Zen 2 CPU cores form the brains of PlayStation 5 and enable high-speed complex gameplay, with character counts reaching...
Again, bro, when did they drop the PS5 Slim? When did they drop the PS5 Slim? Because they dropped the PS5 in 2020. Most motherfuckers couldn't even get it then. COVID, price jumps, everything, bro. A lot of people don't even have a PS5 yet. And then they dropped the PS5 Slim after that. Now they're already on the Pro. A little crazy, PlayStation, a little crazy.
Into the hundreds, and frame rates that can be as high as 120 frames a second. PS5 has a powerful RDNA 2 GPU, which can render anything from intricate details to fantastic worlds with vast panoramas.
This is just the PS5 they're talking about.
Ray tracing allows for dramatic visual improvements, including reflections off of water or glass, and the realism that comes from real-time global illumination.
Yup.
A custom SSD can load data at breathtaking speed, resulting in ultra-fast transitions between game worlds.
That did blow my mind the first time I played Spider-Man 2. That moment when Miles was flying at like 2,500 miles an hour, bruh, that shit had me like, damn, this is a little different, I'm not gonna lie. But that's one of the few moments in next-gen gaming where I've been like, okay, this shit is running crazy. But even in that same game, I haven't had that same feeling, you know what I mean?
Tempest 3D audio tech brings an unparalleled sense of immersion to the sound of the games. With audio so real, you may not even need to see the enemies to know it.
Yo, Returnal is such a good game, and it pisses me off that PlayStation says they don't have enough IPs. Well, Sony says they don't have enough IPs. Returnal would make a crazy movie, bruh.
Exactly where they are. Finally, the DualSense controller has haptics that let you feel through your hands what your character is experiencing inside of the game.
Control, man.
It's wonderful to see such variety and richness of game experiences. Creators have made amazing use of the hardware capabilities, but when I talk to them, I do hear about their desire for more graphics performance.
That is the biggest thing about PlayStation 5 right now. The PS5, I love my PS5. It runs games smooth, but playing a game like Black Myth Wukong, you can visibly see the difference between that and a PC. Black Myth Wukong is a super pretty game, and it does not look nowhere near as good as it could look when you're playing it on the PS5. I'm not gonna lie. Everything still runs very smooth, but the world can kind of look, you know what I'm saying?
The dreams of the developers are bigger than can be supported at 60 frames per second, and that leads to an aspect of modern gaming that we're all familiar with: graphics modes.
I'm performance mode all day.
It can be a difficult choice for players.
It's not a difficult choice.
Fidelity modes emphasize the visuals, typically through higher resolution rendering. These modes might also have enhanced detail or use more ray tracing.
I'm always on performance.
The games only run at 30 frames per second. The visuals can be choppier and the controls less responsive. Performance modes emphasize frame rate and interactivity, typically choosing to run at 60 frames per second.
It's the better way to play.
Mainly by reducing the graphical detail until those frame rates can be achieved.
Which is probably why Black Myth looks crazy.
When asked to decide on a mode, players are choosing performance about 3/4 of the time.
Of course they are.
Removing that decision, or at least narrowing that divide, is one of the key targets for PlayStation 5 Pro. We want to give players the graphics that the game creators aspire to, at the high frame rates that players typically prefer. To do that, PS5 Pro substantially improves over PlayStation 5 in 3 ways.
Okay, let's hear it.
Here's what we call the Big 3.
Oh shit, the big 3? Okay, let me think for a second. Me personally, Kendrick Lamar.
First, we made the GPU much larger and increased the speed of the memory it uses. The result is rendering that's up to 45% faster.
That's pretty tough.
Second, we made major upgrades to the ray tracing. taking a streamlined and accelerated approach that allows calculation of the rays at double or even triple the speeds of PlayStation 5.
Triple is crazy.
And finally, we added custom hardware for machine learning and an AI library called PlayStation Spectral Super Resolution, or PSSR for short.
Speaking of AI, my boy looks like he might be AI for some reason. Why does he, why right here in particular, he look like an android?
Or at least narrowing that divide is one of the key targets for PlayStation 5 Pro. We want to give players the graphics that the game creators aspire to, at the high frame rates that players typically prefer.
I'm tweaking. He sound like Perch Perkins. Oh nah, Perch Perkins, Bikini Bottom News.
And finally, we added custom hardware for machine learning and an AI library called PlayStation Spectral Super Resolution, or PSSR for short. PSSR analyzes the game images pixel by pixel and can add an extraordinary amount of detail, which boosts the effective resolution.
That AI
of the
upscaling, man.
Game creators are adding PS5 Pro support to new and existing titles.
I just figured it out, bro. He is a cyborg he's an android from Detroit Become Human, bro. On God, he is. You can't convince me he's not. I swear, bro, not even smiling for real. Like, he mimicking human emotion type shit. Like, that's not even really how he feels, I feel like.
And with the big three involved, the results can be pretty amazing. With graphics showing something like fidelity levels of detail, but at double the frame rate. Here's The Last of Us Part 2 running on PS5 Pro. It has huge amounts of detail and targets a super smooth 60 frames per second. Let's compare this to the fidelity mode on PS5, which is only running at 30 frames per second and is therefore much choppier.
Don't stop!
I swear I could swear The Last of Us did not seem that choppy, but on the real though, that's not a big enough difference to justify what the price tag is looking like, but you know.
Of delivering almost fidelity-like graphics at performance frame rates has been achieved for a broad set of titles, including Marvel's Spider-Man 2 and Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart. We can see that PS5 Pro is close to doubling the power of PlayStation 5. Another way to compare the two consoles is to look at PS5 Pro versus Performance mode on PS5, both of which target 60 frames per second.
Facts.
What we see here is a difference in detail. PS5 Pro is much sharper and crisper than PS5. For this, my favorite is the parade scene from Ratchet & Clank. Distant details are much clearer.
Okay, I mean, yeah, but...
And here, we can see Marvel's Spider-Man 2 is noticeably higher resolution throughout the scene, including the trees and procedural cars.
See, that to me is kind of funny. Like, who is buying a PS5 Pro to see more detail on the cars in Spider-Man 2, bro? You're Spider-Man. You're swinging through the sky. You're not even looking at the cars for real. Like, I get it, but at the same time, is it that big of a selling point?
So overall, some remarkable improvement to the games. On PS5 Pro, we can see increased sharpness to the graphics or smoother and more responsive gameplay. This is the big three showing their value. As you've been seeing, machine learning via the PSSR library is being used quite broadly to add pixel detail and boost frame rate. But there are as many approaches as there are game engines. The increase in raw GPU power is being especially effective for Horizon Forbidden West. Apart from the detail boost, that extra graphics power is allowing for improvements to lighting and visual effects.
This game already looks great,
the hair
though.
And the skin in cinematics.
Open up, guys. George.
This game already looked great on PS5, personally. In my opinion, I think it looked amazing.
Orders.
Good enough for me.
60 FPS on that game would be nice, though.
Ray tracing is finding broad usage as well, particularly when the games are focused on higher frame rates. The faster hardware in PS5 Pro can make a real difference.
Dude is an android.
Allowing Gran Turismo 7 to add ray-traced reflections between the cars in gameplay, while continuing to support their targeted 60 frames per second. That boost in ray tracing is also delivering big wins for Hogwarts Legacy, allowing not only for better reflections and a greater variety of reflective surfaces, but also for further realism in the casting of shadows. I hope you've enjoyed this run-through of the technology behind PlayStation 5 Pro. Simply put, it's the most powerful console we've ever built.
Okay, bruh. I mean, yes, okay, having games run consistently at 60 FPS, that is nice. But like, a little bit more detail on the cars in Spider-Man, A little extra shadows and Hogwarts Legacy. Is that really worth a whole new console? We don't even have games yet for the PS5, bro. We got like 3 games. Stellar Blade, Astrobot, Spider-Man 2. That's it. On God, that's it, bro. We need more games, dog. We need more next-gen games is what we really need. But I'm gonna let you cook, though.
And a worthy addition to the PS5 family. Let me wrap this up by giving you a quick look at a number of games running on the new console.
Okay, bro.
You'll never break a legend.
It's got the 3 vents, right, on the side. Yup. I mean, it just looks like my PS5, but don't let me hang with if the MCU designed it.
Close your eyes.
It all, I mean,
Okay.
Did I do it? Oh, what is this? What's with all the neon?
bro, it all looks great, but besides the 60 FPS, are you going to notice a huge graphical difference? Like, are you really going to notice it that often? I don't know if I'm convinced, you know what I'm saying? Oh, they got Assassin's Creed on here. That game's not even out yet. That's crazy. Oh, nah, they trying to make Hogwarts Legacy look fun. That game wasn't that bad. It really wasn't. Oh, nah, they trying to make the first Descendants look fun. Hell nah. $699.99, brother. $699.99. They smoking crack. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. They're smoking straight dick, brother. And that's just the US prices. Like my man just said, bro, I didn't even notice this. Vertical stand sold separately. You have got to be bullshitting. You have got to be bullshitting me, bro. For $700, I can't even get the stand. That used to come with the PS5, bro. That used to come with the PS5, bro. I can't even get the stand? Nah. I didn't even notice that at first. Nah, they wildin'. They are wildin'. And you know what the craziest thing about this is too? It doesn't even come with the disc drive either, bro. For 700 shillings, bro. I can't even get a disc drive. No movies, no Blu-ray. And this is my thing, bro. They are punishing the average consumer who wants to actually own their product. If you buy games digitally, I'm not hating on you. I have a digital PS5. I got the PS5 a few years ago. My mind has changed a little bit since then. I have a digital PS5, which means I don't own any of my games. If a game shuts down or the user license agreement gets messed up, they can just take the game off the store and I'll never be able to play it again, even if I spent money on it, bro. So digital games, you never own them, even though you spent your money on them. So making people who want to actually physically own their games so nothing can be taken away, you're really punishing them, making them pay extra. You know how much a disc stand is for a PS5? You have to pay $80 extra to get a disc drive for your PlayStation 5, bro. So that would make this console, if you want to have a disc drive, minimum $780, bro. Hell nah. Hell no. Hell no. You got me bent, bro. We achieved this on PS5 Pro with several key performance features. Upgraded GPU, like they said, up to 45% faster rendering for gameplay, making the experience smoother, advanced ray tracing, and AI-driven upscaling. We kept the look of the PS5 Pro consistent with the overall PS5 family of products. Players can add an Ultra HD Blu-ray disc drive or swap out console covers when they become available. They couldn't be bothered to have a disc version. No, you gotta go spend that extra 80 bones. That's crazy, man. PS5 Pro is available as a discless console with the option to purchase the currently available disc drive for PS5 separately. That's crazy, bro. PS5 Pro will launch on November 7th, 2024 and will be available at participating retailers and directly from PlayStation. Pre-orders will begin on September 26th. I'm gonna keep it real with y'all, man. I'm gonna keep it a straight buck with y'all right now, bro. $100 a bean. Listen to me. PS5 has 3 games! Bro, the PS5 just came out in 2020, in the height of COVID, bro. Prices were $800, $900 a band for a PS5, bro. That's why, to this day, a lot of people don't have them. Right? Now, yes, it's cheaper to get a PS5 now. When did they drop the PS5 Slim? No fucking way. The PS5 Slim was released in the US on November 10th, 2023. This shit released last year, bro. Now they're talking about PS5 Pro. Get the fuck out of my face, dog. This might be the first year in gaming where they're dropping more consoles than games, bro. They're still dropping games on the PS4. God of War Ragnarok, PS4. Like I said, there's like 3 PS5 exclusives. Spider-Man 2, Stellar Blade, and Astro Bots. All 3 of those are great games, but bro, none of those feel like they're pushing the limits of next gen. For them to sell new consoles like this, they need to really pop out with some first party games, man. And I don't know if they're really doing that right now. I mean, we don't know what's going on with Wolverine. I know Insomniac got hit with a lot of leaks and stuff like that. A lot of things are probably getting delayed. Death Stranding 2 might be a nice, that might be something. There is not enough straight up PS5 games to justify spending $700 on a discless console, bro. I know the internet is going to have a field day with this. They're gonna light Sony up, bro, because there's no way. There's no way. No disc drive, like not even a disc version, is diabolical, bro. They're turning into Apple the way that they're finding new ways to squeeze money out of people. How you gonna punish people for wanting to actually own their games? I understand it's more hardware. That stuff costs money to make. I understand that. But forcing people to go out of their way to add an extra $80 to their purchase when it definitely does not cost PlayStation $80 to manufacture the disc drive. Let me know what you guys think about this, man. I'm not completely hating on it, but I can tell you guys right now, I will not be spending $700 on a PlayStation 5 Pro. I don't need it. I don't feel like there's enough games to even justify getting it yet. I might fuck around and buy a 2 terabyte SSD and just put that on my PlayStation 5, bro. That is one cool thing that comes with this PlayStation 5 Pro. It comes with a 2 terabyte hard drive right off the rip. That's pretty nice. At the same time, you need it. There's no disc drive, so you need those 2 terabytes of storage. This right here is hilarious to me. Vertical stand sold separately. They have no shame, bro. They have no shame. These motherfuckers dropped Concord, L. They dropped Astrobot, won everybody back. Now they're talking about $700 for a discless console. Hell out of my face, PlayStation.
We been steady mob, yeah. Running routes, we mob, yeah. In a whip, we mob, yeah. Money straight up, talking shit gon' cost, yeah.